Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels was like burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, the books were opened.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Psalm 110. The Lord said unto my Lord, Sit thou at my right hand, until I make thine enemies thy footstool. The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. In the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. The Lord hath sworn, and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall rule the heads over many countries. He shall drink of the brook in the way. Therefore shall he lift up the head.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds. In the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and what I want to get into today, I just watched this video put up by the brother Yaquab, the channel, the Hopeful Elect 3, and pretty much this guy, he pretty much sums up the current mindset of the majority of Americans, okay? Because what we have to understand, the elites, okay, also known as the Chaldeans, all right, in the scriptures, okay, have been putting nothing but decades of heavy enchantments on the masses, okay, to where the point that the majority, all right, the majority of the people, almost everything that they believe is a lie, okay, and the condition that they think they're in, they're actually in the exact opposite, okay. This devil, that's why he's known, as being crafty and the most subtle beast, okay, or the most subtle heathen of them all, okay. So I'm gonna play this, we're gonna expound on some things, because the condition of the modern American is a true mental illness, man. Okay, and like I say, we seen the results, the whole election thing and the reaction behind the election was just it just showed the true mental illness that exists in the minds of the majority of Americans, man. Okay, now I'm gonna play this. We get some precepts, a few definitions, and Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sisters are edified.
A lot of you aren't gonna do fucking shit until you're uncomfortable. You're not like Jizzle D Freak, you're not sleeping in a cold fucking car. That makes me very uncomfortable in ways that I can't explain to the comforted man. A lot of you aren't gonna fucking do a goddamn thing until you start feeling hungry. And by then it's gonna be too fucking late because you won't even have the energy. A lot of you aren't gonna do shit until you start running out of fucking water and the dehydration starts to fucking take hold. Americans are fucking docile sheep. You've been domesticated. They trained you to do what they're fucking told. They don't even have to give you a fucking treat anymore. That's how they domesticated you, America. They made you so fucking comfortable that you don't even want to fight back. You know you're getting fucked over by the fucking corporations, but they're giving you just enough to stay fucking comfortable and happy. You will own nothing and you will be happy. America, you will obey the fucking corporations, you will consume from the corporations, and you will fucking die. And even after you live the nice full fucking life, your family still has to pay for the fucking funeral. You still have to pay for lawyers so that you can divvy up all that fucking shit. You're a slave fucking culture, you're always gonna be a slave fucking culture, and the few freemen that exist here, I sure as fuck don't feel like fighting for a bunch of fucking sheep. You're an American after all. You're gonna screw me over so that you could save your fucking self. I would never want to lay my shit down on the line just for a bunch of sheep who are gonna be
So yeah, man, when I watched that, you know, he pretty much summed it up. Okay, America's a slave culture, you know, that has been pampered and been, you know, enchanted to believing that they are the most liberated, okay, and the most free, all right, and that they're in the best situation on earth, you know, and that's, you know, what these devils have sold to the masses. Now, there was a time when America, you know, was, you know, prosperous, you know, you can come over here, you know, come up, you know, you go into the early days of America, you know, especially early 1900s, okay, going into the 50s, all right. That's why even Jake, you know, was able to have their own communities and, you know, establish economies and, you know, businesses, you know, in early America, all right. But the elites have broke all that up. You see, that idea of early America doesn't exist, okay, and they swapped out, you know, true prosperity, you know, true wealth, all right, and gave people convenience, okay, because even, you know, what the people are being pampered with, which that goes back to Rome, all right. Rome, you know, was known, you know, for pampering its slaves, you know. That's why even the slaves in Rome, okay, even you had stories about they would their masters, you know, in their will, you know, they would set their slaves free in their will, you know, like when they died, they would set their slaves free in Rome, and a lot of those slaves never left Rome, okay. They didn't go back to their homeland. They loved Rome because of the convenience and the pampering, man, okay. In Rome, you had people surviving off welfare, you know. There was a thing in Rome to where people, you know, they survived off the bread and circus, okay, and the free foods and the free, you know, perks that came with Rome, okay. So what we see, you know, in Rome 2.0, all right, in America, you know, is people have been pampered to the point that they've been domesticated, okay. There's no fight in these people. There's no kickback, all right. The things that the American government does now, they couldn't have did, okay, in the early 1900s, and for sure, you know, back during the time, you know, of the 1800s, okay, it would be all out revolt, you know. That's why you had the Civil War, okay, because, you know, the elites pretty much, you know, they took the property of those southern slave owners and put them in, you know, those industrial plants, okay. But those Edomites, hey, they went to war about that, man, okay. And they lost, you know, they got compensated, but the elites wanted to do something else. But now, all right, they're not going to get any reaction out of you people until, like he said in the video, until your comforts are taken away, you know, until you're not being pampered anymore. And that's why I knew, you know, that no matter who won the election, it wasn't going to be any crazy civil unrest because Americans are too pampered, okay? As long as they're comfortable, they'll never rise up, okay? And the elites know that, and they know they're going to have to hit the switch, shut the grid down, collapse the dollar, okay? Then you're going to see, all right, these people lose it, okay? But until then, you know, it's just a pampered culture, man. All right, the men have been emasculated, plus what they put in the food to destroy men's testosterone, okay? And the woman, you know, has gaslighted all the confidence out of most men, okay? So the common men, and then the men really ain't feeling the woman. And a lot of times when you will have uprisings against government, it was men that will come together, okay, to fight for their families, man, to fight for a quality of life for their families. Well, most men, all right, that's in these modern marriages, okay, where the woman has a mindset of a feminist, well, that man is miserable, okay? He barely wants to be there, let alone go and fight, okay, and uprise against the government for her, man, all right, or for the family. He's unappreciated. He's overworked and unappreciated, so the common man, the majority of men that's in these marriages, they're defeated, okay? They're eating these terrible diets, okay? So the elites have pretty much weakened, you know, the American public to the point of the only way to get a reaction is going to be through starvation, man, okay? And that's why even the, matter of fact, before we go there, let's backtrack. All right, so let's go here, because this style of rulership, which is based in mass deception and propaganda, okay, was described in the scriptures. When you go to Revelation 20:7, and these two precepts cover a lot of, you know, history, a lot of time. You know, when you go here, Revelation 20 verses 7 and 8. So these two precepts, you know, they cover a lot of time, okay? It pretty much sums up Esau's come up and his fall, okay? So Revelation 20:7 says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, okay? And Satan, all right, which you know, there's a spiritual demon, all right, Satan, okay, in the heavens, you know, that does the bidding of the Most High on the left-hand side. Okay, but who are the physical counterparts of Satan? Okay, in the earth, these Edomites. That's why they're known as the wicked, the children of the wicked, the sons of the wicked. Okay, because when the scriptures, like when it say son of the wicked, well, if you're a son of something, you know, you go into Eastern culture, you know, into that slang. Well, that means that's what controls you. Okay. That's why you hear in the scriptures, you know, I think Abigail, you know, the one of Nabal, okay, which he was a foolish man, but his servant, you know, told Abigail how, you know, how he handled, you know, David, you know, and the servant told Abigail, like, look, your husband, he's such a son of Baal, okay, which means pretty much the demons controlling this nigga. His nigga got so many demons on him. Okay? Well, you got to understand, Esau, Edom, there's nobody that's more infested with demons. Okay? And there's more Satan possessed than Esau, Edom. Okay? That's why when you see Satan, all right, it's interchangeable with Esau, Edom in some precepts, man. Okay? Like this one, man. And this Satan that's being loose is Esau. Okay? So what did he do when he was loose? He was able to go and conquer and establish empires in the earth. Okay? And when he was loose and started to establish empires, what did he do? Okay? He began to colonize the earth. And was one of the main things he used is he was colonizing and conquering with the sword. Okay? That Roman Catholicism, man. That false Christianity, man. Okay? Which there was a form of mind control on the masses, okay, to the point, and it's the spirit, because you even got, brothers responding to the guy from Believers of the Way, okay, because he's pretty much pushing the hell doctrine. Well, that doctrine was pushed as a form of control on the masses, man, as a fear tactic, okay, and you can see that doctrine from hundreds of years ago, all right, which Esau, he pushed that, with his Roman Catholicism, okay, his false Christianity as a form of control, to scare people into tithe and to scare people into obeying, okay, leadership, okay. So even today, you got Jakes to know that Israelites, they're still enchanted, okay, by these doctrines, okay, of Esau, man, okay, that deceive the earth, okay, showing you how strong, okay, and potent those enchantments are, man, okay. Verse 8, and it says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. And this man has deceived the earth, okay. This man's deception, okay, has encompassed the whole earth. Now, some places more than other, and we know the main place of deception is right here in America, man, which is known as the mother of harlots, okay, which is the motherland of the wickedness and the deception that we see in the earth, okay. And one way that this devil was able to deceive, when you go into his TV program, okay, because for a while you had nations that wouldn't allow, those TVs, okay, in the homes, okay. But the more TVs, all right, that's why it's called TV programming, okay. It programmed people, all right. It warped people reality, man. It programmed people, all right, to have a certain perception of reality, okay, to have a certain identity of themselves, okay. He was able to push his morals of right and wrong, okay, what he considered right and wrong, okay, what love is, what marriage is, okay, what success is. Like, he was able to condition, all right, the earth through this programming, man, okay. And there was a lot of deception that went through that, okay, to the masses of the people have a very warped, all right, perception on reality, man, okay. That's why, when you think of the Middle East, you just think of, desert and bombs, okay. You don't think of families and civilizations and people, going out for dinner, and you don't think about that when you think of the Middle East, okay. And this man has pushed it to the point to where no one even values, okay, the lives of the people in their region of the earth. We can hear breaking news, all right, 100 million, okay, people in the Middle East, okay, were deleted, okay. Nobody in America will flinch. They will go on about their day, okay, because this man has desensitized people, okay, to death and violence, okay. And he's mastered, him being the hero, okay. He's the hero. Everyone else is a terrorist but him. He has to save the world from everyone, when this man is the biggest terrorist, man, okay, on the planet Earth, man. American culture is America's biggest export, okay. The biggest export, the biggest thing that comes out of America and affects the world is its culture, American culture, what they call popular culture, man, okay. So when this man was turned loose, all right, and he began to establish empires, as the British, the French, okay, he began to take down those Jake monarchs, okay, and establish himself, okay, Spain, okay, because it was Spain that really jumped off, the conquest. That's why you had the term conquistadors, okay, that's Spanish for conquerors, okay, Pizarro, all right, Cortez, Christopher Columbus, okay, these different guys that were sent out, by those Edomite monarchs, okay, to explore and conquer, all right, all right, what they call the New World, okay? And they began to establish empires and colonize. You know, that's why America started off as what? The 13 colonies of Britain, okay? Because America was divided between, you know, the British, you know, the Spanish and the French, okay? But that little horn, all right, American government would spring up, okay, and surpass, okay, all those other Edomite governments, man. Okay, and it's through America that the elites, okay, have the earth under a spell, man. Okay, but there's no one under more of a delusion than the people in America itself. All right, so let's finish this. And it says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea, which is speaking about Russia. Okay, so we see that they will come into power, you know, through deception in the Renaissance period until now. Okay, they will come into power and spread deception, you know, from the Renaissance period until now. But it's going to end, okay, when this major war kicks off between, all right, America and Russia, okay, which is going to shake the earth. Okay, America and its allies, which eventually all the allies of America are going to turn on it, okay, and Russia and its allies, okay, which that war is going to leave America to be a desert, man, all right, to be blotted out the earth, okay, but we're going to stick on the deception and the delusion, okay, that runs this place, because let's go to this word delusion, and got in Edom. All right, it says delusion. It says delusion, deceit. Okay, and it says a deceiving. All right. Now, when you go here, it says as a form, okay, of mental derangement. Okay, as a form of mental derangement, man. Okay, and America is suffering from a real case of severe mental illness, man. Okay, this society, all right, is suffering from a case of true severe mental illness, man. The way people think, the way people are, the way people act. Okay, the way people react, and everybody talking about therapy. Well, hell, the therapist, she's delusional. He or she is delusional. Okay, now there's levels, you know, to delusion. Okay, because you see, you know, some people are just bugged the hell out. Okay, niggas are delusional. Niggas do everything they do to die and be surprised when they die. Okay, the nigga woman does everything to ruin her life. Okay, and blames everyone else. I mean, it's just completely delusional, man. Okay, so lock it. And you have the American people, you know, they love to speak and, you know, scream about their rights and their privilege, but they don't care about the rights of anyone else on the earth. Okay, it's a society of complete delusion. Okay, and then America, you know, boasting, you know, the home of the free, the land of liberty. Okay, but America has the most restrictions on earth. Okay, but they just pamper you with the restrictions. Okay, the American culture is pretty much a prison culture. All right, an open air prison. Okay, but the prisoners are highly pampered. Okay, it don't matter what you feed a prisoner. You know, someone is in prison. Okay, you can feed them, you know, steak and eggs. Okay, the delicacies. All right, they're able to watch the game. Okay, they're able to go from one side of the prison to the other side of the prison. You know, and kick it on the other side of the prison, and you know, smoke weed and drink. You see? Then you know the women, you know, correctional officers, they getting down. Okay, so they can have all these, you know, liberties. Okay, but guess what? They're still in prison. You see, in America, all right, because if you're in prison in America, you're in the prison within the prison. Okay, and most people, all right, believe, you know, this ideology of freedom. So they're in the mental prison. Okay, here it is. Let's go here. Let's get this word illusion. All right. Get this word illusion. Okay. Look at a simple Google definition. It says illusion. Okay. It says look at the second definition. It says a false idea or belief. Okay. And you get the synonyms. It goes into delusion, deception, fantasy. All right, or fool's paradise. Okay, fool's paradise, man. And that's what America is, a fool's paradise. Okay, because you look at how restrictive America is, you know, and it's something we, you know, still waking up to, man, just how restrictive this place is. Okay, because here it is, you know, you can have land with lakes on it, but you gotta still go get a license to go fish. You gotta ask permission to fish on your lake. You gotta ask for permission to hunt on your land. And the game warden can come while you fishing and count your fish, because there's only so many fish, you know, you're supposed to catch. You know, I think it varies in different states. Here it is, you all right, here it is, you grown ass man. Okay, you got these acres, you know, you work these acres yourself. Okay, you know, you tend to the land, and you know, you work with your hands to, you know, to afford these things, and then the nigga can come count the fish you catching, man. Okay, there's only so many deer, you know, you can hunt per year on your land. Okay, doesn't matter how many people that you're providing for. You know, it doesn't matter how many people that you're providing for, but you know, this devil tells you how many deer you can hunt on your land. Okay, but nobody put restrictions on this nigga when he was killing all the buffalo to starve out Gad. Okay, nobody puts restrictions on him, these big corporations, and they can fish as much as they want. Okay, and why do they need to fish so much? Hey, to pamper, all right, the slaves. Okay, and one thing that the American government is against is the sovereignty of the people. Okay, they do not want its citizens to be self-sufficient. That's why they shower, all right, the people with what? With comforts, and then it's cheap comforts, man, and it's poison. Okay, this food and, you know, these restaurants. Okay, you know, that's why you have the dollar menu. It's still a thing. All this inflation, but you still have a dollar menu. Okay, all these, you know, crop failures and you know, forced euthanizations, okay, or deletions of, you know, your farm animals, but there's still a dollar menu, man. Okay, because they're pretty much giving away poison. Okay, and people think they're in a good state, that they're in the best situation that they can be in. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's so pampered that the government can do anything. Okay, and I believe, just speculating as a man, that the elites just be trying shit to see what they can get away with. You know, the way they allowed them borders to be open. Okay, here it is. They allow the borders to be open, and all these migrants coming in, which you best believe them same mercenaries that took down the Syrian government, they over here. Okay. It was a video the brother, somebody had posted, all right, and they asked some of those guys at the border where they was from. It was 4 of them, okay, Ishmaelites, okay, and they asked them where they from, and they said, we from Syria. Okay, one of them said we from Syria, and then the other guy looked at him like he wasn't supposed to be talking on that, man. You know, but you best believe that all them migrants, them millions of migrants that come in, that there's a lot of mercenaries and UN troops that came in as well. Okay, but then here it is, they put up like they arguing about, you know, this border situation, and you people join into the argument, but the fact is that they here. And they steady coming. Okay? Then they throw up Trump as a solution to all the madness that they've been doing. Okay? But it's too far gone. Okay? But people are such into illusion, okay, a false idea or belief of what they think America is and what it stands for. They don't understand this is a slave culture. Okay? They give you this illusion of option when it's only a few major corporations that own everything, man. Okay? But they give you these options. You see? Like it seems like you have all this choice. It's an illusion of choice, man. Okay? All that money goes to the same few corporations, man. Okay? You look at Pepsi Bottling Company, Coca-Cola, all the things that they own. Okay, only a few, all right, corporations own everything, man. These big umbrella companies, man. Okay, like I said, you can't, you know, say, well, look, this is what me and my family believe. You see, here it is. They say freedom of religion, right? Okay, but would the state recognize if you say you had 2 wives, you know, will the state recognize that? Well, it's a freedom of religion, and this is part of my religion, my belief. Okay, shouldn't the state recognize this? Okay? And when it say freedom of religion, it's freedom to be a Satanist, man. Okay? If you say, well, look, I want to train my child, you know, my son, you know, to take on a family business. We carpenters, you know, we build cabins for a living, okay? It'd be a waste of time to have him in school, okay? You know, my wife, she can teach him, all right, math, all right, reading, spelling, okay, history, you know. My wife, she can teach him that. I'm gonna teach him trade, you know, when he's 13. You see? Nah, man, you can't do that. Even with homeschool, you gotta get permission. And you gotta teach their curriculum. You see? To leave the country, you gotta get permission. Going back to America is a prison, you gotta get permission. Okay, to leave here, man. Okay, and you can only be gone for so long. Okay, you got these jobs. You got to explain to someone, all right, why you need to leave at 2 o'clock. Okay, you got a whole family that depend on you and things happen, but you got to explain and hope this person understand why you need to leave at 2 o'clock, man. Okay, and America is the most worked country in the world. No citizens work more hours than Americans, man. Okay. No citizens on earth work more hours than the American citizens, man. Okay? All this liberty and all this wealth that America's boasting, and citizens have to get 2 jobs. Citizens have to take out loans. Okay? But it's a fool's paradise. But the fact that you can, okay, drink yourself into a coma, Okay, you can bar hop. You see, women, they can wear what they want and, you know, be promiscuous and not be judged. Okay, that this is some type of superior, all right, society. Nah, man, it's the exact opposite, man. Okay, and that's why, you know, everyone, you know, men have to leave America to get wives because of the product that this culture produces. Okay, no one's coming to America to find wives. You know, everyone is leaving America if they serious about marriage for the most part. Okay, because of the product that this society produces, man. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go back. Let's get some precepts, because this man has pretty much heaped the earth to himself in captivity. Now, you go here to Habakkuk 1, and we'll read down on it. All right, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1. All right, verse 6. It says, "For lo, I will raise up the Chaldeans, the bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs." You know, and the ancient Babylonian, the Neo-Babylonian Empire did this. Okay, they dominated, you know, that Mesopotamian region. All right, you know, under Nebuchadnezzar. You see, they became that superpower in the earth. And what is the daughter of Babylon doing? The same thing, headed by who? The Chaldeans, which were, you know, the warlocks, the witches, the astrologers. Okay, which are the elites today. Okay, and America has been one big magic trick, man. You see, America has been one big magic trick, all right, that has deceived the masses, man. And it's the people of America that last to wake up to it. You know, because everybody else sees it, man. That's why America has become a laughingstock, and these nations have become emboldened against America, man. Okay. They see what America produces, man. Okay, verse 7. All right, it says, "They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity, okay, shall proceed of themselves." All right, verse 7 says, "They are notorious." Read this in NLT. "They are notorious for their cruelty and do whatever they like, man." You know, and America has been in the earth doing whatever it likes, man. You know, well, I could do a video, you know, since this whole thing about Syria is going on, you know, and that's what America is notorious for, you know, toppling governments, putting in puppets, okay, these certain puppet leaders, all right, causing chaos, you know, where people actually suffer, all right, for political reasons, man. Okay, the American military, they known, you know, for their war crimes abroad. Okay, you see, they bomb what they want, when they want, and justify it by, oh well, it was a terrorist in there. You know, this man can kill. This man can delete thousands of people at a time. Okay. and say, well, it was a terrorist in there. You know, niggas just make up a name. Al-Narasim, you know what I'm saying? The most wanted terrorist was in there. We got him though. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just do what he want. All right? And the American people don't care. Okay? As long as they're being pampered, they don't care what their government is doing abroad. They don't care what the military is doing. As long as the party keep going. Okay? They don't care about the government chipping away at their rights and freedoms, as long as the party keep going. Okay? As long as these people can eat, do their drugs, and get their rocks off and be entertained, they don't care what's happening in the earth. They don't care what's happening on the next street. Okay? If it doesn't affect an American as an individual, they don't care. Okay? Look how they drive in traffic. They don't care about how they drive, how it affects everyone else. They just want to get to where they going. You see? But that just speaks to the mindset. They don't care. As long as they not in the wreck. Okay? They don't care about what they did cause you to have a wreck with somebody else. They don't care. As long as they not in the wreck. You see? And that's the mentality of America, man. Okay? So you read on and it says their horses also are swifter than the leopards and are more fiercer than the evening wolves, and their horsemen shall spread themselves. And this is, the military might, the Air Force, these aircraft carriers, the Navy, special forces, okay? Which these things have been a terror to the earth, man. America military is the biggest terrorist organization in the earth. Okay? And a lot of those men, they sign up, in sincerity, to serve their country. They believe the illusion that they're fighting, for, to keep America free, that America's under this big threat. That's another thing the American government pushes, is that everybody's wants to attack them, so they have to be proactive, okay? On top of this government, on top of that government, and deploy troops here, and put bases here, man, to stop, the threat to American freedom. American freedoms have never been under threat. These foreign countries, all right, weren't trying to deal with America. They don't even have the logistics to be a threat to America. The majority of nations on the earth don't even have the logistics militarily to be a threat to America. Okay? They have nowhere near the capabilities to be a threat to America, the majority of the nations on earth. Okay? It's only now that you have, the Lord, all right, as the scriptures say, let the weak say I'm strong. But that's the nations reacting to America wilding out in the earth, man. Like what we're seeing these nations doing and been doing is because America been wilding out in the earth. Okay? They know that, okay, if you don't have no type of defense for yourself, America is just going to come run through you. So these nations bolstering up, their capabilities, which is still only a handful, okay, that's going to play a major part, and half of them is going to be the other EU nations and taking down America, man. Okay? But these nations bolstering up their military, turning their pruning hook into spears, okay, putting money, into their military, is a reaction to what America does through the earth. You see, they experience America from a whole different perspective than people in America, man. You see, and that's why a lot of those, even Scott Riddle, Conor McGregor, I forgot this other guy, he was an Army Ranger, I got to find him, I got to see what he's saying, but I ain't listened to him in a while. But these ex-special forces and ex-Marines, these the men that are calling out America for the BS. These men were in the military. They was boots on the ground. They had positions of rank and okay, and went on actual missions. I personally talked to men that say they was in Saddam Hussein's house. They was on that mission. Talking about how Saddam actually had, he had a toilet, like a gold toilet. All the gold that he had, in his house, which the American government confiscated. Okay? And they all say the same thing, man. They pissed off how they was used, man. Okay? Them men are pissed off, man. Every one of them, and it's only them young ones that just get in there to still believe that hoorah hype, man. Okay? But them vets they been in, shit, all of them pissed, man. And I say this is talking to them personally. Plus, the sources we use to get information dealing with what's going on. Okay. Let's keep reading. It says, they shall come all for violence, their faces shall sup up as the east wind, and they shall gather the captivity as the sand. And when America topples your government, all right, the people become slaves to the American empire. Okay? Because they're going to put a sellout as the leader. All right? He's going to be a do-boy for America in the West. All right? And the people are going to be the the collateral, man. Okay? These American, because America set up these different industries to extract the resources from those lands. Okay? And the people that work there, they don't benefit off the resources. Okay? The people that live there, that's from there, they don't benefit off their resources anymore. Guess what? That's used to further pamper the American slave and further American enterprise, man. You see? So, read verse 10, this the point. It said, then they shall scoff at kings, and the princes shall be a scorn unto them. They shall deride every stronghold, for they shall heap dust and take it, man. And that's what, the West has done, and America being, the champion of the West. They scoff at these other leaders. Okay? They don't, because America knows for the longest they had the advantage with the sword. They didn't take none of these heathens serious in the earth, man. Okay? And then if they did do any type of business with them, it was treachery, man. To where the people lose and America wins, man. But they just been the hammer of the earth. Okay? Just the thought of America's military presence at one point, made these nations bow down. Okay? And then it said he shall heap up dust, which is confusion, because even what we're seeing now in Syria is the latest example of order out of chaos. Okay? This man causes, chaos, because when America puts sanctions on the nation, that causes chaos, because the economy suffers. Okay? The people suffer. The people rise up against the government. Okay? And America is able to swoop in and be a hero. And that's what we're seeing happening in Syria. Like I've just been watching some things, and Lord will, maybe by tomorrow, have enough, go in on the latest what's going on over there. But that's the formula that these devils use around the world, man. It's order out of chaos. Okay? And see, when they do it on America, it's going to be the biggest operation of order out of chaos the earth has ever seen. But they've been doing this formula on smaller countries, man. Okay? When you hear about certain coups, certain uprisings, rebel forces. Okay? There's America behind all this shit, man. Heaping up dust, confusion. And with America, they've been heaping up confusion to where, you can't even explain what a woman is. The average person can't tell you what a woman is, man. Okay? Because of so much, confusion done been heaped up. Okay? You look at the arguments of America. You see, the right, the right to delete children, the right for, kindergartners to transform, normalizing, pedos. Like, look at the confusion that's in America, man. And when people are confused, they're easily controlled. Okay, when people are confused, they're easily controlled, and more so when people are in fear, okay, and desperate, they're even more easy to control, man. And that's what this devil has been finna bring to the American society, is fear and desperation. Because they are already confused as hell. All right, now it's just gonna be let's bring the fear and desperation to really get what we want, and that's the C-hip. Okay, that's the end game for all this, is that C-hip, man. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much the point. You know, when I listened to that video, I said, damn, that pretty much sums it up. You know, matter of fact, let's play it again, the end out on it. You know, he pretty much summed it up.
A lot of you aren't gonna do fucking shit until you're uncomfortable. You're not like Jizzle D Freak, you're not sleeping in a cold fucking car. That makes me very uncomfortable in ways that I can't explain to the comforted man. A lot of you aren't gonna fucking do a goddamn thing until you start feeling hungry. And by then it's gonna be too fucking late because you won't even have the energy. A lot of you aren't gonna do shit until you start running out of fucking water and the dehydration starts to fucking take hold. Americans are fucking docile sheep. You've been domesticated. They trained you to do what they're fucking told. They don't even have to give you a fucking treat anymore. That's how they domesticated you, America. They made you so fucking comfortable that you don't even want to fight back. You know you're getting fucked over by the fucking corporations, but they're giving you just enough to stay fucking comfortable and happy. You will own nothing and you will be happy. America, you will obey the fucking corporations, you will consume from the corporations, and you will fucking die. And even after you live the nice full fucking life, your family still has to pay for the fucking funeral. You still have to pay for lawyers so that you can divvy up all that fucking shit. You're a slave fucking culture, you're always gonna be a slave fucking culture, and the few freemen that exist here, I sure as fuck don't feel like fighting for a bunch of fucking sheep. You're an American after all. You're gonna screw me over so that you can save your fucking self. I would never want to lay my shit down on the line just for a bunch of sheep who are gonna be
So Lord will you, brothers. All right, and you sisters edified. Till next time, I say shalom.
Shalom.